Welcome back to the channel. This is DeadMf. We are back again in the prison called life, man. Hope you guys are doing good in the prison called life. Now, personally, I know about one or two people who've been going to therapy for like more than a year at least, and going to therapy for like a month, personally I think okay, let me just say maybe for like a month or two, but you never know how deep some people's traumas are, but I'll tell you one thing, man, why therapy is actually useless. It's beneficial if you actually know what you're going to do there. But if you're just going because apparently you have a problem that you yourself can't recognize, then you're just wasting your time. You're just wasting your time. You're going to go to therapy for like a year or two. Now I'm gonna ask you, what's the problem that cannot be solved? Even if the therapist may point out the problem, but another issue with many people is that they can't seem to understand that when you go to sleep at night, whatever problem is bothering you, it's still here. That problem still remains inside your head. Then you go again to the therapist and you tell him or her again, listen, man, this is how I feel. I feel like nobody loves me. I feel like people just take advantage of me. Then it feels good, for that 1 hour. You go back home, that problem starts again. Sooner or later, you're going to have to realize that you're the only one who can solve your problems. The only thing a therapist can do is to just guide you, to the right way. But once you discover what the problem is, the rest is up to you. Many people cannot seem to understand that you're the only person who you can genuinely rely upon. You're the only person who knows what they want. You're the only person who can solve their own problems. Going to the therapist for like a year is just a waste of time. When I was suffering from my depression, from my severe depression, I went to therapy for like 3 months. From there on, I told my therapist, like, I don't think I'm going to come here again. And they said, well, if you think that's the right decision for you, by all means, it's okay. Go ahead. Best of luck to you. Because I knew, when I go to sleep every night, what's bothering me, it keeps on bothering me. There's no therapist sleeping with me every night, It has to come to the point where you can only cancel yourself now, You're the only one that can give yourself some good advice. You're the only one that knows what you want. And if you can't seem to grasp that, your problems will always remain, man. They'll always remain. I'm telling you. And, you have to realize that some people cannot take accountability at all. So they go to other people hoping that other people will just be on their side. Every problem that they have, they cannot even say, this is my fault because I did this and did that, so this is my fault. No. They'll go to whoever can assure them that what happened is not your fault at all. So you don't have to blame yourself. Sometimes the only thing that works is blaming yourself and realizing that, you have to take some accountability. So that's just my chat, man, on the whole therapist thing. Like, a therapist cannot solve all your problems. Like, they just cannot. All the problems that you have, they can only guide you, So if you end up going to the therapist for like a year or 2 years or 3 years, unless it's like a speech therapist, then that's different. But a psychologist, like, come on, man, sooner or later, you're going to have to step up. They cannot help you at all. They just cannot. As some people, they just do not have that kind of self-awareness. Self-awareness is one thing that can really help you. Most people do not have self-awareness at all. They do not understand how they treat other people, and when other people treat them the same way they treat them, they're like, oh, I'm the victim now. Then they go ahead to the therapist crying, why does everybody treat me like this? Yeah, because you treat everybody like shit, But then you're the victim at the end of the day. I'm probably gonna get therapists out of business with this one. But, like, all you have to do, man, is just take accountability, be self-aware, Then you won't have to worry about going to the therapist, Some therapists do a great job. I won't bash them for that, but most of the time, some people, they want somebody who will always just be on their side and assure them that, oh, you're doing a good job, son. It's not your fault. Don't even worry about it. No. You played a part, but situations are kind of different, man. Situations are kind of different. But yeah, man, like, for the most part of it, I think therapy is useless. Therapy is useless, guys. There has to be a limit. Anyway, man, this is DeadMf, and I'm signing out.